cats have lived alongside man for thousands of years. They're not going anywhere. So we need to get them spayed and neutered and vaccinated so they stop reproducing, and we can seriously rein in the feral cat issue in our community.
They have a purpose. We've had cats for thousands of years living outdoors. It's nothing new. It's unfortunate that people have left a lot of them out without having them spayed or neutered, and we've got to the point that we're at now. But
the community cat issue is widespread. It might be more obvious in some areas, but there are community cats everywhere.
When an animal comes into our shelter, it costs the taxpayers $400 minimum, whether it lives or dies. We would prefer that an animal live, but what we would really prefer is that we stop those animals before they ever enter the shelter.
Well, we estimate that one female cat can produce about 100 kittens in her lifetime, between 100 and 120. That's for each female cat. So we estimate we currently have 228,000 free-roaming cats in Palm Beach County. If half of those are female, it's well over 100,000 female cats in our community.
And we have the community cat program that says if you could bring the cats in, we can spay or neuter them. As long as you'll take care of them, like with food and kind of watch out for them, they can go back. So there are a lot of activities going on to reach this point where we have a manageable population and we keep that population down by normal methods.
TNVR is a program where we want to streamline the community cats, so we want to trap, neuter, release, and vaccinate them. We want to turn them out back into the neighborhoods which they're accustomed to, and keep them as healthy as we can. And of course, ultimately, reduce the population by keeping them sterilized.
So we came up with this idea of countdown to zero, and we brought it to our commissioners, and they loved it, and they passed it unanimously. It's by resolution. So this sets the bar for Palm Beach County, whether I'm here or whether another director sits here, no matter who is in this office, we know that carried on from here forward is the mission to save adoptable animals. And we set a goal of 2024. By that date, there will be no euthanasia of adoptable animals in our county.
we go out to the property. It's usually early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the cats are usually fed. And we set up our traps, we trap them, and we take them home. We care for them all night, and we bring them into Peggy Adams or Animal Care Control in the morning, and they do the surgery on them, they vaccinate them, they also will clip the top of the left ear.
In trap, neuter, vaccinating, and return, there's some universal language that shelters use to visually identify a cat in the community that has already been sterilized. And the first visual identifier is a notched ear. So it's very important that when cats are trapped, neutered, and vaccinated return, that the left ear always has a tip on it. And again, that's a visual indicator. The other thing that most shelters do, I know we do and Peggy Adams does, is as we do the surgery, as the animal is sutured up, we inject a little green ink line, just in case someone, is wondering, and maybe they don't know what the notched ear is. There's that tattoo line along the scar that shows this animal has been sterilized.
Okay.
The ear tip that goes with the feral cat package is a visual indication that the cat has been spayed and neutered. And it's the universal symbol for that surgery, and it's required by Palm Beach County ordinance. Peggy Adams offers a trap, neuter, vaccinate, return program, and we've been doing that since we opened our new spay neuter hospital in October of 2010. We started the program. So far this year, we've spayed and neutered 5,000 community cats through the TNVR program. The cats are spayed and neutered. They're microchipped, they are vaccinated against rabies and core vaccines like distemper, and they receive a pain medication injection, antibiotic injection, and they're microchipped so we can track the exact location where the cats live.
And that's phenomenal, because right now, cats coming into this shelter only have a 20% chance of getting out of the shelter alive, because unlike dogs, there are no big rescue groups coming to save cats.
Population can only be dealt with in two ways. We can either randomly trap and kill cats, which is what we've been doing in our community for the last 50 or 60 years, which has not produced a good result, or they can trap, neuter, vaccinate, return the cats. Those are the options.
The saying that a community can be judged on how it treats its senior citizens, its frail members of the community, its children, and its animals. And I would like to see that Palm Beach County would be at the top of the list on how we treat all of those groups, especially our animals. They have no voice.
Thank you.